This is like take number 5. Hopefully I get through this one. So old. Hey guys, it's your girl Tina Estes, and I wanted to do something a little different in this video. My best friend said that I should let people get to know me a little better, because people will come up to ask her, you know, how does she do this? And does she ever get to spend time with her kids? She's so busy. And I would like to clear the air a little bit, and if you would like to hear more, please keep watching. Alright, so one of the biggest misconceptions about Tina Estes music is that I am so busy that I don't get to spend any time with my kids. Yes, I am so busy, but I actually get to spend a ton of time with my kids. Number one, wherever I can and whenever I can, I bring the kids with me to what I'm doing. I bring them to video interviews, I bring them to radio interviews, I bring them to the studio, I bring them to meetings, I bring them to events and concerts. As much as I can, wherever appropriate, I bring them, because I'm so busy that I don't, if I didn't do that, I definitely would not be able to spend a lot of time with them. So that is one way that I keep our bond strong, and that is and it's also another great way to show my children what hard work looks like, what networking looks like, what leadership looks like, because firsthand experience is invaluable. After I work, you know, my day job, I also teach music lessons out of my home. So it's really like the ideal situation for my family, that I get to work from home and also teach music out of my home. And I actually converted my living room to a studio, and I don't have a dining table anymore. Like, I'm like fully committed to, you know, music and to music lessons. So yeah, I'm just very fortunate. I do work a lot, but again, I get to be home a lot, so that's always a plus. Also, when I am tracking for my own projects, a lot of times I will track in my own house, and I have a producer that'll come to the house and set up all his gear, and then be here tracking for my next single. Here's another huge misconception, is that I work full-time as a musician. I do a lot of gigs, I do a lot of studio time, I do features, but I do not work full-time as a musician. I actually do have a full-time job, and I've been with that company for going on 3 years now. I just recently got chosen to work from home. It was such a blessing to be able to work from home and to be able to do all my overtime at home, because I am a workaholic. I'm obsessed with work. All my posts on Instagram and Facebook are all like music related, and you know, some of them are family related, but I am so about my job. Like, and even, I mean, just today I woke up at 6 so I can work overtime, and it's a Saturday. Yeah, I don't do music full time. I wish I did, but I don't yet. But I'm sure in the near future I will be able to quit my job and focus solely on music. But for now, mommy has to pay insurance and life insurance and dental and vision and, you know, all the good stuff. Okay, here's another one. People think I travel a lot. While I do travel, and I have traveled a lot more this year than last, I do not travel a lot. I'm not always out of town. I wish I was, but you know, I'm not. And I did go to New York. I went to LA, and I'll be in LA more and more. Obviously I have children, and I just told you I work a lot, and so I don't get the opportunity to travel a lot. Besides that, I only trust like 2 people with my kids, and they have lives of their own. So a lot of times they'll have to take off work, which makes me sound so bad. A lot of times they'll take off work to watch the kids so I can go travel and have a break. So that's not very often, as you could tell, as you could assume. And yeah, I'm just really picky, because I want my kids to be absolutely loved and cherished and safe when I'm gone. And you know, not everyone will do that with someone else's kids. So I only trust a very select and very special few. And here's one that makes me laugh, and it's really cute, depending on who's saying it. Um, some people assume that I'm famous and that I'm big and that I'm doing big things when I'm really not. But I think it's really cute. And, I do have a really cool story though. My long lost niece and I met for the very first time back in April. And she was like, when I started a new school year, my teacher came up to me on the first day and asked, "Are you related to Tina Estes music?" And I was like, "Are you serious? That is so cool. Oh my God." She lives in Washington State. I've never been to Washington State. I haven't had a presence there like I thought I did. That was cool. But no, I'm not famous. Not yet, anyway. Um, Not that I'm looking to be famous, but I definitely want a bigger platform because I do have an agenda. I do want to impact the world in a positive way. So having a bigger platform will definitely help me do that. So until then, I'm still working and pushing. Last but not least, this isn't a well, it's not a misconception. It's not a misconception. It's an assumption that I'm normal, but but I'm not. Okay, well, let me just say it like this: like people get really surprised when I share that I'm actually deaf on my right side. I can only hear out of my left side. I was born deaf on this side, so um, I really have a particular way of setting up my sound when I'm performing. Um, it can be a challenge hearing certain things. It can be very challenging understanding speech at times. It can be a challenge enunciating and pronouncing certain things, which presents itself even when I'm singing, and so it is not a setback in any way. It is a challenge at times, but it's something that I would never let hold me back. So I definitely have to put subtitles on when I'm watching movies because even if people are talking straight English, no accent, very clear, very precise, I'm still like, what did you say? What? So it's I don't know. It's something in the brain, some connection or whatever about how I was born. I would love to share more about that in a separate video. If you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments below because I'm all about transparency, all about inspiration. Anyway, I think that's about it for this. Those were the major questions and misconceptions that were brought to my attention. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I would love to talk about this more and to be transparent. Again, I am a single parent. I work full time. I do music. I do music lessons. Um, and I tell you, where there's a will, there's a way. I promise you, there's nothing too hard. If God has placed that in your heart, you can do it. You can manifest it. You can achieve it. Alright guys, thanks again for watching this video. If you did like it, please click the like button, share it, and subscribe. I appreciate your time today. Hope you have a good one. Bye guys.